There's a new Pokemon Go update coming this month that you simply cannot miss. New Pokemon, incredible shinies, and Pokemon Go's strongest Pokemon of all time are all on the way. And I'm recording this video on my iPhone. Forgot my camera, I'm in Texas for a wedding. They sprung this on me. And all of this is happening during the Greedy Gluttons event, happening from Wednesday, November 9th at 10 o'clock a.m. to Thursday, November 17th at 8 o'clock p.m. local time. To start, a brand new Ultra Beast will be live in Pokemon Go, the one and only Guzzlord. Guzzlord will be a dual Dragon and Dark-type Pokemon with a max CP of 3,264, which is generally super low for both Dragon and Dark types, so probably won't be that good as a raid boss counter, but could have some play in PvP. We'll have to see. Looks sick though. Looks very cool. And the big bonus for this event is a little confusing. Apparently, you get half hatch distance for the first 3 eggs to hatch during the event using the Pokemon Go egg hatching widget, which is available on iOS and Android.
What the hell is even that?
And yes, another egg event. I'm going to go broke. Before we get to the eggs, here are the wild encounters. Alolan Rattata, Alolan Raticate, Golbat, Swinub, Pelipper, Gulpin, Bidoof, Bibarel, Squovit, and if you're super lucky, you might find yourself a Lickitung, a Snorlax, or a Swalot. A lot of evolutions in the wild, and usually those are kind of less popular events because it's just a lot of random Pokemon that are hard to catch and can't be shiny. And when it comes to the meta-relevant Pokemon out of all the ones that are spawning in the wild, there's really only one, and it's Swinub, because Mamoswine is a monster of an ice type, one of the best ice types in the game, and just generally speaking, one of the more useful Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Also, it's ranked super duper high in the Masters League, so it has some, like, dual purpose. And that's kind of it for meta relevancy in the wild for the spawns for this event. The raids, though, in the raids, we have Tier 1 raids including Mankey, Swinub, Spoink, and Tepig. Tier 3 raids, Snorlax, Mawile, Swalot, and Sharpedo. 5-star raids, obviously Guzzlord. And the Mega raids will have Mega Gyarados. And out of those, the best ones to use your raid passes on include Swinub for the previously mentioned reasons, but again, it'll be in the wild, so kind of a waste to use a pass on. Mawile is decent, can be shiny, does have a Mega. And Mega Gyarados, because Gyarados can be shiny out of the Mega raids, which is a great shiny, and also Mega Gyarados is a great Mega because it's a dual type Mega, which means you can boost the XL Candy and Candy collection of 2 different typings, Dark and Water, which are great typings. And also Mega Gyarados just ranks as a top Dark and Water type Pokemon in the game. Good Mega. And then the eggs. Yes, more eggs, which means once this update goes live, you're going in the fridge. We're probably doing another 100 egg video, so get ready. And the reason why is because there will only be 3 Pokemon in these 7-kilometer eggs during this entire event. And they're all pretty good, and they all can be shiny. Starting with Cherubi, which can be shiny, and it's a newer shiny, one that's been, I think, featured in the wild as well. But I don't have it, so would be nice to get. Gibble in the 7-kilometer eggs. We obviously had Gibble Community Day last year, but even still, Gibble is a super duper rare shiny Pokemon. It's a great looking one, and Garchomp, although not a great shiny, is a super useful Pokemon in general, especially as a ground type attacker, which are great ones to have. And Munchlax, which can be shiny for the first time ever in Pokemon Go. Shiny Munchlax finally coming to the game. But yes, another event where the new shiny is only in eggs. Game's driving me insane, but I'm down. Field research tasks for this event will include encounters with Execute, Cherubi, and Swirlix, all of which can be shiny, Cherubi and Swirlix being 2 new shinies, so good hunts. And we'll all be getting a hopefully free timed research that gives golden raspberries, silver pineapple berries, and an encounter with Snorlax. Then the best part of the event, and I actually cannot believe this is happening, and I've been preparing for this moment 4 months, literally. The Team Go Rocket takeover portion of this event, which is happening from Monday, November 14th at 12 a.m. to Thursday, November 17th at 8 o'clock p.m. local time. During the event, you can expect Team Go Rocket appearing more often at Pokestops and in balloons. Plus, you can TM Frustration off of your Shadow Pokemon, and that's not the most exciting part of it, but it's a very important part. Every time this happens, I always try to emphasize how important this actually is. Frustration is a move that comes standard on all of your Shadow Pokemon when you catch them, and you cannot remove that move and give it a different move until events like this happen. This is the only time you're able to TM or change Frustration off of your Shadow Pokemon in Pokemon Go, which is really important because it actually makes the Shadow Pokemon useful. And that's big because Shadow Pokemon are the most useful Pokemon in the entire game, both as raid boss counters and in PvP. So please go through your Shadow Pokemon that you have and tag the ones that are meta relevant that you're going to want to TM so that you can TM those during the event. You don't forget, knock that out on day 1. And speaking of Shadow Pokemon. We have some new ones coming to the game, and the best one that has ever existed finally coming back. Okay, big thing. The team leaders are getting brand new Shadow Shiny Pokemon. So if you're like me and you still don't have your Shadow Shiny Charizard, it's freaking crunch time. From now until this event starts, I will be grinding the Arlo encounters for that Charmander. The Grunts will also have some brand new Shadow Pokemon, including Shadow Alolan Diglett, Shadow Onix, Shadow Natu, Shadow Wailmer, and Shadow Golett. And I don't know if any of their evolutions will be useful as Shadow Pokemon. I don't think they will be in the raid meta, but maybe in PvP. We'll report on that later. And the Big Daddy, the god of all shadows, the highest damage dealing Pokemon in the entire game, Shadow Mewtwo, is coming back.
Yes, dude. It looks so good. Like, I don't want to catch it. It's literally perfect. Shadow Mewtwo, 1776 CP, right? You got the red eyes. You got the purple aurora around it. Whatever this lightning is moving around it as well. But here it is. Dude, it's just so dope. Shadow freaking Mewtwo. Oh my god. And then on the IV check, come on, please. Please give me something great. Okay, it's all right. It's not bad.
Yes, if you're like me and you've been saving your Super Rocket radars for a good, amazing Shadow Legendary, now is finally the time. I personally will be using all of the ones that I've stockpiled to get more Shadow Mewtwo, which will bring my total count to like 6, I think, which is great. There's gonna be a brand new special research that will allow us to clap up Pizza Boy Giovanni and encounter Shadow Mewtwo. It will be available to claim until the end of the Season of Light on December 1st at 10 a.m. So make sure to claim this and catch your Shadow Mewtwo. And why am I making such a big deal over this Pokemon? Because it's a god. Statistically, it has the highest damage output in the entire game of Pokemon Go, whole game. And I think, emphasis on think, there will never be another Pokemon released that will have higher damage than Shadow Mewtwo. I'm pretty sure it is the most powerful Pokemon that will ever exist in this game. But again, emphasis on I think. There might be one or two that might outclass it, but I don't think so. And it's also ranked 6th in the Masters League, which is just sick. And guess what? More eggs. When battling team leaders, you get 12-kilometer eggs, and that is the only way to get 12-kilometer eggs. So, of course, Pokemon Go's been feeling extra eggy. Looks like they're trying to bring their profits up before the end of the year. We will have some special action in the 12-kilometer eggs. And the egg pool will include Larvitar, Absol, Scorpy, Sandile, Scraggy, Pawniard, Vullaby, Dino, Pancham, Skrelp, and Salandit. And Pawniard, by the way, can be shiny for the first time ever. Another new shiny, only in the eggs. But this is actually super exciting because 12-kilometer eggs are just A, either expensive to get, or B, just take a lot of time. They're really difficult. So when you hatch like a non-shiny eligible Pawniard, like it always kind of sucks, you know? Especially because its evolution just isn't useful, but sharp. But now it can be shiny, and it's a good shiny. It's like blue, which is great. It just makes 12-kilometer eggs a little bit more fun to hatch. Again, because they're so expensive. And we will definitely be doing another hatch video when this is live, so make sure you're subbed. Literally going broke this year on eggs. Can't wait. And that is the Greedy Gluttons event coming this month in November. Going to be a huge month, a huge event. Hope you're ready. And if you're excited, make sure to sub and check out the other 2 videos on screen. I'll see you all when I'm back in Los Angeles, all right? Take care.